Alright, welcome to the first quick review on this channel where I'll be talking about the Mawtry Tianma X3 Plus V3 with the ball core. It's a bit of a mouthful. I think it's a great cube, but it's probably not for everyone. I'd actually recommend the new Z-Cube ball core version, as that one should be less aggressively bumpy, but still stable enough, which solves the issue I had with the stock V3. Also, I will be announcing the giveaway results at the end of this video, so make sure to stick around for that. First up, I'll talk about my magnet setup. I'm using N50 3mm by 2mm magnets on the corners and N42 4x1 on the core. Now that's an 8 magnet setup, by the way. Shout out to Ben for doing the 3D printed mounts on the corners. It's probably my favorite 3D printed part of all time. It's designed extremely well and they click into place. It's really satisfying. Also shout out to Pedro for providing the files for the ball core. I used his shells for the Worm V9 or YS3M. You can actually just take the core from the ball core model of those cubes and put it in the Tianma. That also works. Just a little tip, when you're printing the corner magnet mounts, make sure to print them with the magnet mount facing upwards rather than downwards. I did it downwards and I ended up having to chop out a lot of material to make the magnet fit. I won't get much more into how to install them, so you can check out Toro's video on that and I'll put a link in the description for that video. About the feel, I think that this cube is very bumpy, but the bumps are very rounded. The cube is quite elastic, so you can tell that the magnets are doing a lot to prevent the cube from deforming. It's a bit clacky and it has a distinct crunch, but it's still less clacky than the stock cube and it's a lot more stable. The speed was affected a little bit, so it went from extremely fast to very fast. But it hasn't been affected that much. I've ended up on screw depths about half a turn tighter than out of the box, which is still a bit looser than how I was using it when it was stock. And the compression setting is on 5, down from setting 7. My loop setup is nearly the same. I'm using Angstrom Gravitas, FZ Calm, and FZ Glide. Despite the cube auto-aligning from about 45 degrees, the magnets don't feel nearly as unnatural as my Worm V9, with an extremely strong 20 magnet ball core. My theory behind this is that most of the alignment is done with a strong pull, rather than a strong repulsion. And I don't know if this is actually true, but my brain sees that as the explanation. I don't know. Anyway, the performance is extremely good. Small corner cuts are done with ease, and lockups are few and far between. The strong core magnets mostly solve the overturning issue that the stock cube has, which could lead to some lockups as the mechanism isn't inherently very forgiving. I don't have a whole lot else to say. Turns flow very well into each other despite the strong magnetic pull, and there's a good level of feedback as to what the cube is doing. I found that this is quite important to me as I perform much better on tactile cubes in general. I'll now introduce my personal tier list, which I'll be using going forwards for every cube that I own. I've evaluated the cubes based mostly on how I perform with them, with some weighting given to whether I like the feel or not, hence why there are 2 cubes in S tier. I perform very well on both, but I prefer the feel of the Worm 21. The Tianma earns its place at the top of the A tier. It's a reliable cube that I can sit down and smash out a pretty good average with. However, because of the extremely strong magnets, I feel like I can't quite turn as fast as I can compared to on the Tornado V4, hence why it's not quite in S tier. Still, I think it's extremely good and it has a very unique bumpy feeling, and I always enjoy solving on it. Thanks for watching. I almost forgot to add, the winner of the 50 sub or April Fool's giveaway is Koei Pops. So congratulations Koei Pops, you've just won yourself a modified RS3M 2020. To claim it, just message me on Instagram, it's in my About Me on this channel. And yeah, enjoy the cube. See you later.